As more and more data is collected about the coronavirus, it's clear there is a racial disparity. Walter Smith Randolph shows us how local community groups are trying to change that.
Roley is the board chair of the Community Economic Advancement Initiative. She says she wasn't surprised to find out African Americans are being hit the hardest by the coronavirus.
I had this burning gut feeling that it was going to land in our laps, and it did. We're the only people that doesn't have the firewall.
New data shows African Americans make up 22% of COVID-19 cases in Ohio, but are only 13% of the state's population.
We're the ones that don't have access to health care, very limited health care. We're the ones that have limited access to healthy foods and nutrition in stores.
But there's a glimmer of hope of closing that health disparity gap. Mercy Health worked with Roley and her group to open up this flu clinic in Bond Hill to serve predominantly African American communities. Nia Balke, who helped lead a study on how to mitigate COVID-19 in the Black community, says the testing site will certainly help.
That makes a huge difference. And while we weren't involved in that particular testing site, we did hear from a lot of the healthcare professionals that we spoke to that giving African Americans access to testing is extremely important.
Balke and Roley say testing isn't enough. They say focusing on personal protective equipment and essential workers can also help.
Getting the PPE. So we have partnered with the Urban League to get masks and hand sanitizers to pass out to everyday people.
Beyond that, Balke says this is a chance for Cincinnati to get it right.
Just like Ohio had the opportunity to really be the model when it came to taking the lead in how we protect our citizens, Cincinnati has an opportunity to be the model city when it comes to figuring out how to address these disparities that we're seeing in the Black community.
In Bond Hill, Walter Smith Randolph, Local 12 News.
Iris Roley says her group is also working to get additional testing sites in Lincoln Heights and Roselawn. We have more information on the Bond Hill site at local12.com.